Chef Matt Dean Pettit is cooking up some dishes with a little help from the NFL family to make your Homegating party complete.
Super Bowl, the greatest time of year for any Canadian NFL fan. And if you're like me, you love combining great food with the big game. We're talking Homegating. This time we're making oven-baked, sweet and smoky ribs, which I know Roary from the Detroit Lions is very excited about. Dedicated to the good people of Houston, who know a thing or two about barbecue. The Super Bowl is all about preparation before the big game. The same goes for these ribs. If you want to win your guests over on game day, you gotta prep early. When it comes to ribs, you can do two things. You can leave the silver skin on, or you can take it off. I like to take it off, and this is how you do it. Using a paring or butter knife, loosen the skin at one end of the ribs. Make a tab with the skin, then using a paper towel for grip, grab the tab and pull. Remove all the silver skin off all your ribs. Next, we're onto the dry rub. Combine the dry rub ingredients in a large mixing bowl and stir until consistently blended. Next, take your de-silver skin ribs and apply a generous amount of dry rub to both sides of the ribs. Then completely cover the ribs in plastic wrap, place in the refrigerator, and let them sit overnight. The next morning, pull out your ribs and let them come back to room temperature. Remove the plastic wrap and place in the oven at 300 degrees for 2.5 to 3 hours. While your ribs are cooking, find something to do to pass the time. All right, man, you ready? Let's do this. Go. Your ribs are now cooked and ready to come out of the oven. These ribs smell amazing. If there's a carnivore within 100 kilometers of this, they're definitely smelling it. Now it's time for the first coating of barbecue sauce. To make the sauce, combine the sauce ingredients in a mixing bowl. We're using maple syrup for some sweetness and some cola to help with the caramelization on the bark of the ribs. Mix all the ingredients together. To reduce the sauce, place the mixture into a saucepan and bring it to a boil for roughly 2 to 3 minutes, then lower the heat to a simmer for another 2 to 3 minutes. The sauce will now be thicker and ready to apply. Next, take your ribs one at a time and coat them with the reduced sauce. Make sure they're good and coated. This will help your bark to form. And now they go back into the oven under the broiler on high for 2 to 3 minutes. Remove, let rest for 10 minutes before cutting. Cut your ribs for your guests in individual portions by cutting them in between the bones. Okay, we're gonna sauce these one more time. This is what real pit bosses call the mom, when they put their signature sauce all over the ribs to get them ready for the plate. I like to stack my ribs nice and high. Presentation is everything, so have fun garnishing your ribs. I like to use some crushed pistachios and some fresh green onions for color. There you have it, oven-baked, sweet and smoky ribs. And they smell fantastic. Whoa. Hey, Roary, from the Detroit Lions. I didn't see you there. You want a rib, bud? Yeah, he does. 2 racks of ribs will feed about 3 people. Make sure you've got enough racks on hand. They will go fast. Tune in to Super Bowl 51 on Sunday, February 5th on CTV. And to get your own official NFL Homegating products, visit nflshop.com/homegating. Plate of ribs for you, plate of ribs for me. I'm gonna get us some cutlery. Wow, I guess you were hungry, Roary. Did you even chew, man? I guess you liked it.